Well, howdy neighbor. Welcome to Hammer&Saw Customs right here on the Big Island of Hawaii. If you're new, I'm Brother Bill, and today I'm going to be your ASC certified master mechanic. No, not even close. Still, jack of all trades, master of none, and that's the title I'm sticking to it. You might be saying, hey Brother Bill, that doesn't look like a wood project or the pallet wood shop. You're right, 100% correctamundo. This is the old Hammer&Saw Chevy pick-em-up truck that supports Hammer&Saw Customs and me and does a lot of good work. It's a 2008 Chevy Silverado 1500 work truck. Yeah, work truck, as in that's what I need it to do. Today we're going to be putting in a skinned plastic dash cover. So come on back after the intro. Come on in, rest your hands and face. Grab you a snack, get you something cool to drink. By now you guys all know Brother Bill's drink of choice, good old Southern sweet tea with some NASCAR additive. Whew. And it's smooth. We're going to go light on that because we're going to be using lots of glues inside a tight space. So come on back after the intro and we'll get started. Man, I wonder if anybody makes those mellow cups anymore. This is marshmallow filling with a chocolate cup. Kind of like a Reese's cup, but way better. Man, I sure do miss those things. Oh, well hey neighbor, welcome back to Hammer&Saw Custom. Like I was saying earlier, we got us a 2008 Chevy pick-em-up truck. We're going to be putting in this dash skin cover. Can't buy an OEM one because, you know, Brother Bill ain't got those kind of funds. These were reasonably priced. It's a two-piece system. Reasonably priced off the old Jungle website. And so I had put a small little bit of tape on some of the cracks to try to hold those in place. You can just do a carpet one over there, but after a while, once the plastic starts to deteriorate, that will start to sag. And it just looks terrible. So, tools you're going to need today, other than our Safety Steve part of the show, which is, I'm going to wear some glasses because earlier, I was trimming the plastic, there's plastic flying around. Plus, got to have some glues. Going to have some good old rubber gloves, protect those flanges from gluing them together. Now, I say glue, sealant, or adhesive. Now the unit comes with this little tiny tube of RTV silicone. So they want you to use this little tiny tube to glue this whole thing down or adhere or stick this to your dash. I mean, this stuff is great for, making gaskets and seals and maybe light things kind of stuck together. But, you can follow the manufacturer's recommendations to use this. I think you're going to run a little shy on it. So Brother Bill's got some other adhesives, so we don't need that for right now. So what I am going to use is like a clear silicone and quite a bit of it for the first section. Now this first section goes up into the front part of the dash, right under the windshield, like where the VIN number is, your light sensor, and your defrost vent. Make sure you don't get any of this too close to your light sensor or anything that might run over into the VIN, because that always has to stay visible. Now, on our main part of our dash cover, it's got all these different little coves and nooks and crannies and things of that nature. I've got something that's a little more heavy duty. It's the old, they call it monkey glue. Construction adhesive, clear. It's real good. It stays a little, I don't want to say flexible, but somewhat flexible. It should do well on the heat of the dash and everything. So we're going to go with that. So tools you're going to need. I used a regular old box cutter to trim up some of the plastic edges. They're pretty decent, but everybody's dashes probably moved here or there. So you're going to want to fit this a couple of times before you get down to the fact where you put the glue on it. So fit it, trim it until you're happy with it. Remember, just take off a little bit at a time, because you could remove the material, you just can't put the material back. And you're just going to need a regular little caulk gun if you're using this setup, or like I said, Brother Bill's not telling you to not follow the manufacturer's recommendation. This is just, I put a couple of these in already, and I know this works a whole lot better. I'm also going to use some tape for some of the thinner areas to tape that down, a nice heavy construction tape. And then they recommend books or sandbags to weigh this down until the adhesive dries. I'm going to use several of these bags of terry towels, which have some weight, but the best thing is I can shove these into the windshield and kind of wedge everything in, and plus they'll kind of mold to the dash. So, got any questions on that? No? No? You know I can't hear you. So while you're pondering those questions, and I can't look at the old Facebook or YouTube right now, if you could hit that little button down there in the corner, yeah, that little button I'm always pointing to, yeah, that one right there. If you could hit that, subscribe, send some likes, I greatly appreciate it there on the YouTube. If you're on Facebook, if you could share, comment, like, that would be awesome. I really do appreciate it. Started posting some things on Instagram. Not a big computer guru, so it'll take me a little bit if there's some things you don't see change on there in a while. I'm working hard on it. So I'm going to get the glue down on here, and then we'll switch over to the inside and then show you guys how these seat into the vehicle once you put the adhesive on the back. Okay? So stick with me and I'll be right back. All right, well, we've got our caulking gun loaded up with our adhesive. We've got our first panel. We've cleaned it off. Got all the dust and things of that nature off of here. And the dash is clean. So now we're going to lay down our glue, our adhesive. All right, that should do it for there. That should be plenty enough to get that started, get that good and stuck to the dash inside. So now we're going to kick over to the inside and I'll show you how it slides in place. So be careful when you're coming in with your piece of equipment here with the dash, so you don't get this glue on anything else except where you want it to land. And just walk it into place, set her down. Make sure you got some rags. Just give her a little tap. Smooth out that adhesive, and you'll feel it lock into place where it needs to go. And of course I got some under my arm and on the steering wheel, and I'll have to clean that off later. Stand by 1 second. Good that Brother Bill showed you how to do it the wrong way. Always have a cleaning wipe ready to get rid of any tacky mess that you make. This stuff cleans up pretty decent. And looky there, like new. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. So that's pretty much it. Now you see there's a radio out, and that's going to be probably part of another project I'd like to share with you guys, because old Brother Bill needs a backup camera, because you get old, you just can't see anymore. All right. Well, there's the first section in. Let's go work on the second one. Okay, well, we've got that one, the first section in place. Now we've got the main part of the dash. I've already got my glue changed out. So we're going to start on filling this up. Rinse and repeat, right? Here we go. Oh, crap. And sure enough, we had a blowout. Yep, that shows you how show business goes, folks. Looks like my tube has got a crack in it. Much like me. So, got a little something to fix that. Always got to be prepared, right? You have to be prepared to handle life's ups and downs. So, let's get that in there. Mosquitoes is out today. Let's give that a whirl. See if that'll do it. Take two, right? And I believe we're doing it. Probably got enough glue on here to glue this down twice, but better be safe than sorry. Gonna have to change out my gloves, and I will be right back. Well, I couldn't change my gloves out. Oh, Brother Bill's hands are sweaty. Go figure that in a humid environment. So here we go. We're gonna have to put this in here without causing a big problem. So here we go. Oh man. It's almost like you want 3 hands at a time like this. And once you commit, you gotta stick with it. What you want to do is you want to make sure you get that in up against that other seam like it should be. By golly, I think we did it. So to lock everything in place, now here's where I'm going to have to use the adhesive. So let me grab some adhesive and tape, and I'll be right back. Okay. put more adhesive behind that, but or trimmed it a little more, but we're going to use this to keep it in place. Once that dries, it'll be fine. Just a tiny bit. I'm going to pop the dash out, which isn't in here loosely. I was working on this earlier already. What I may want to do, that to hold down to there. Oh yeah. Looking good as it can be. That one's really locked in there good. One last piece maybe right there, because you kind of only get one try at this, so let's make sure we cover all our bases. Looks great. Got one or two more I want to shove in here. And I think I'll tape some on that side. Oh yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to stick a few pieces of tape here just to keep that all nice and in place and locked down. Well, you can hear my burglar alarm. My Charlie the Chihuahua. He's letting me know that somebody's in old Brother Bill, Brother Dad's garage. All right, last but not least, I'm going to fold these towel into halves. And we're going to tuck that right in the corner. So when you close the door, that'll give that last little bit of a wedge in there. And we'll check her out tomorrow when she dries. How about that? But we'll do a little closeout here in a little bit. And I'll meet you over there on the other side of the truck. Well, there you have it, neighbor. I know that was a quick, fast setup, but hey, with adhesives, you kind of gotta go with the flow or get in the moment or you're gonna be glued there forever. But hey, look, no fingers are stuck together. I don't have it all over me. Did run into a little faux pas. We had a tube, must have had a crack in it, it blew out, but we dealt with it. That's just how things go. Just want you to see that not everything is movie land. I actually do some things live and in person, but a week later. So, recap, 2008 Chevy pick 'em up truck, Silverado 1500 work truck, two-piece plastic dash skin cover. Now I still have my old carpet cover I'll put over that, but it looks pretty good right now. Some might have said, well, hey, isn't that a gray dash? Why'd you put black? I just happen to, that's my choice. You can put a gray in if you want, if you got the same kind of truck. It's not really by the numbers of 1, 2, 3 how you do it, but it's pretty close. You can rewind, you can fast forward, you can go, hey, he's an idiot. That's all right with me. I'm doing it. I'm just inviting you along, and this is how I did it. Not saying it's the perfect way to do it, but I have stuck a few of these in, and they seem to last quite a while, and they look pretty good. So we've got our tape in, we've got our wedges in, we've got our door wedges in, so everything should stay in place. So we just gotta wait. So I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, and until then, I appreciate you stopping by Hammer and Saw Customs with old brother Bill, and we'll be back tomorrow, or I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll show you what the end product looks like, and then maybe we'll go ahead and do the install of a radio I've got to put in it with the backup camera. Pretty nice to have that old GPS and things of that nature. Even when you're on a small island like we are, sometimes it's like it's nice to turn off the brain and just let you know, the old computer tell you left, right, right? All right, well, stick with me. He's got it? No? Oh, whatever. And we'll finish up tomorrow. Have a good night, and aloha. See you in the morning. Well, all right, neighbor. We're back. And I thank you guys for sticking around. Ugh, I know, that's a terrible pun, right? Well, it's day 2. Everything's hopefully set up overnight. I did kind of poke around, open the door on the other side so I could set up the inside camera. And I went ahead and peeled off the tape just to check everything out to make sure it looks like we're moving in the right direction. So let's pop open the door, remove our terry towels that we've been using as our weights to mold everything in. And you're probably saying, wow, did you buy all those new? Well, yes, I did, because around here, when you're trying to clean up messes, those things are great because you can repurpose them by washing them and using them again. And as they get older and older, you can phase them out, maybe when you do like an oil change. So, not using them just to throw them away, but they get used until they're really holy. All right, so let's pop in the cab and see what we got. So there was a rag or terry towel that we're using on the edge corner to keep that tight, and as we can see, oh, that side's pretty good right there. So let's pop inside and see what we got in there. So, all right, let's see what we got going on in here. So let's take the towels out. Well, I have to say, oh, got some tape in the way there, so I'll have to wait. This one here, I did have to put a little more glue on. I think it bowed out and I didn't check, but this is all solid. That's all nice and solid. It's stuck down quite well. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna say, for the price and what was wrong with the dash, I like the offset. I mean, hey, it's a work truck, but I like the offset of the black and the gray. So that's going to do it for that, I believe. Next, maybe next video, we're going to do the nice big 7-inch upgrade on the radio with a backup camera, because it's just hard to see when you got a load of stuff in the bed. But I think that's going to work. I think it blended in quite well for the price. I appreciate you guys following along. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the old carpet cover back up here, because I want to preserve this as long as I can, because I really hated that the dash was caving in like it was. So I want to keep it like this. So stand by while I get that cover. Okay. Now these covers are also pretty inexpensive, and I think I got this one off the old Jungle website or Evil Bay. I can't remember. You know, it's not the greatest fit, but you know, it will protect our new to us dash, is what I'm trying to say. You know, I'm going to call that good right there. Yep. So there we go. We've got our skin on there. We've got our nice little mat put on there to keep everything from getting sunbaked with vents clear. And I guess that's going to do it. So I'll meet you back out the side of the truck to do one more closeout. Well, there you have it, neighbor. One dash cover, 2 pieces on the old Hammer and Saw Customs pick-em-up truck with Brother Bill. I appreciate you guys following along. I appreciate you guys watching the show. I appreciate all your comments and thoughts so far. I really do thank you for that. I think that's going to be a wrap. If you guys got any comments, questions, or concerns, let me know down there. Let those fingers do the walking. Click like on your computer. Let me know down there. Message me, Facebook me. There's a ton of ways to get in touch with me. So do what you feel is comfortable. That's going to close this out. Maybe next time we're definitely going to do the radio. I think there's a part I need, so probably won't be this weekend. I'll film that, but oh well. As always, I'd like for you guys to remember our veterans, past and present, our first responders out there, and the most important thing that I want you to take home from watching these videos on learning, or how to learn to do it the wrong way, or not to do it the wrong way, the right way, is if your neighbor can do it, you can learn to do it too. That's going to do it for me on this episode. Thank you so much. Aloha from Hammer and Saw Customs, Brother Bill, right here on the Big Island. Aloha.